That's just a little load of garbage. Got a ceiling fan, a garbage disposal, bag of everyone's favorite cans. Got an old this piece of stereo equipment and vacuum cleaner handle made out of aluminum. More cans, some speakers, and down in there we got some tidbits, some short steel, some of this, some of that. I'm gonna get down to the scrap yard and I'm gonna sort this out. What we've got here is those cans, and I'll get to that in a second. Here we've got a stainless steel pot, a little piece of aluminum, a little piece of stainless with copper wrapped around it. This aluminum piece, and these transformers, chunky little transformers. This little electric motor in that fan came out of these cheapy little stereo units like this one, my last video. I'm gonna get to that here in a second. I just want to show you this real quick. This is low grade insulated wire, so it might not be quite enough to weigh. It's close to a pound, but with low grade wire where I live, you can keep the ends on there. With number 2 insulated wire, anything above low grade, you need to remove the plugs. This is like stereo speaker wire. That's not bad little wire. And then, I mean, it doesn't weigh a lot, but it's got a fair amount of copper in it. And then the vacuum cleaner cord and some other copper insulated in there. And then over here I got some aluminum breakage, things like this iron with the aluminum plate. This came out of one of those stereos as well, piece of aluminum. I could clean it up a little bit if I want to. Take these screws out and stuff. Garbage disposal handle off of a vacuum cleaner. This down here is the stand off of a flat screen television. It's got aluminum plate in there. I could clean that up a little bit too if I wanted to. It's not that big of a deal. Just probably got about 10 or 12 screws in there. So, ceiling fan. I could clean this up as well. If you want to clean stuff up, you can. A lot of people out there, don't be under the impression that you have to clean stuff up. You could just take a whole load of this junk in and just get rid of it at the scrapyard if you want, you know, as opposed to taking it to the landfill where you got to pay money. You could take a big load of everything without putting any time into it. Just give you a tin price for everything. But if you want to get into this a little more, you can start cleaning stuff up. This yard used to just take this as electric motor, the whole thing. But now you have to take off the tin casing and the blades and this. You know, there's some decent electric wires in there if you want to. But I want to show you. Let's see, and this is tin shred. Thing of nails here. Little can of nails, staples, and screws. Lots of that could probably go with short steel, but I'm just throwing it with my tin shred. This came out of one of those cheapy. That's a piece. That aluminum piece down there was connected to this. I took that off. And then we got tin cans and magnets fell out of these speakers when I busted them open. Not those speakers, different set. And this is my old microphone I used. My cats knocked it off my desk and it broke. It started sounding awful. So that I'm tired of cheap stuff. I was thinking about making a cheap stuff video because I got a new microphone, and the arm, the boom arm I bought for my new microphone is already broken because I used cast aluminum to secure it to the desk on a big steel boom arm, and it's already snapped. And my office chair is snapped, cast aluminum snapped, and my tripod I bought for the camera, the plastic snapped. It's just this thing can't fall off a desk more than once or twice, and that's not a cheap microphone. Anyways, more tin cans in there. Tin cans, soup cans. Laid off my pickles. speakers, and then this is like a singing machine. It's got a lot of plastic on it. Some yards might not take that, but it's full of electronics and some tin metal and stuff. Alright, let's get to this thing. I want to show you street scrapper ways here. That one's got some spunk to it. That one's built a little differently. It's got a nice strong steel plate it's sitting on. But see that transformer? That's the biggest transformer that was in those stereos. That's where these came from. If you want to, there's nice transformers in there. Not too hard to get out. I'll just throw these cheap circuit boards in here with the tin shed. So to get this transformer out, there's 4 screws. You might have a scrapyard that might just give you a transformer price for that, you know. It's kind of got a lot of dirty stuff on it. That's a big plate of aluminum. There's another electric motor in that fan there, like the one I showed you before. Just that easy. And then you can continue to break this kind of stuff down if you want. If you got, you know, if you want to make a little business out of this, or you got time to do stuff, and you can definitely make a lot more money. If you got time to deal with, lots of people don't have time to sit down and do stuff like that. But I'm just gonna throw that in my tin shed. It's not a bad little plate of aluminum. It probably doesn't weigh quite a pound though, so you know, I'm probably losing out on 10 cents, 15 cents by not cleaning that up. But you know, I mean, I'm also 5 minutes ahead of where I would be if I did do that. So, well, not 5 minutes, a couple minutes. Hey, look at that. There's a disc in there. Hey, there's a bunch of discs in there. Look at that. Huh. Kind of interesting. Nice little circuit board there. There's a link in the description to boardsort.com if you want to get into selling these decent quality circuit boards. That would be a circuit board that you could send to boardsort.com. This is just kind of a piece of plastic. Boardsort.com is an interesting place if you want to check it out. So I guess that's gonna do it. Like I was saying, as the prices of scrap go up, the more practical and more money you can make by tearing stuff down like that. Let's see what this is worth. I didn't have the heart to scrap that little cast aluminum car. And I had, oh yeah, I had this piece of short steel here. And then I had this handle out of a toilet. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Somebody's got a sawzall going over there. See, I'm not the only one that does this here. Other customers coming. There's a customer in the parking lot running a sawzall over there, chopping something up. It's loud, huh? That's a piece of brass, that toilet flusher arm. Piece of brass, and then that's a cast aluminum piece, so I'm not sure what they're gonna do with that. Just a little piece of brass there. So like sometimes, you know, they might give me dirty brass for this, and then this junk wire, they might just give me like a pound of like aluminum or something for that, you know, because it's not really enough to weigh on its own, these two categories. So it just depends on what scrapyard does. Get familiar with scrapyards, but generally when you go to the scrapyard, you want to have your stuff fairly sorted out, so when you go pull up to the scale, you can just get it done. But I hope that sawzall is not ruining the video. I had this piece of copper too. That's not really enough to weigh. I'm gonna hold that back, bring it in another day. But this is my little toolbox down here. Put this guy in there. Now I'm curious. What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh. Catalytic converter? Yeah. Here's the ticket, $11.09, also known as $12.09. 3 pounds number 2 insulated copper wire for $3.15. 19 pounds aluminum breakage for $1.90. 2 pounds clean aluminum cans for $1. 41 pounds tin, $2.05. A pound of low-grade insulated copper wire for 50 cents. That was that dirty brass and that junk wire combined. Pound of low-grade insulated copper wire, 50 cents. Pound of stainless steel, 40 cents. Pound of short steel, 9 cents. 12 pounds electric motors, that was those transformers out of the stereo, $3 even. Look at that, 25 cents a pound for electric motors. They call transformers at this scrapyard, they call them electric motors. It's not bad, man. 50 cents for low-grade wire. It's wonderful. The last time scrap metal prices were approaching the good old days back in 2008, 2009, when scrap prices like 60 cents here for aluminum, 30 cents for electric motors. We're only a nickel off of that. Number 1 copper was in the mid and high $3 range. We're approaching that. Cans are 50 cents. Back then cans I think were up to like 65 cents. And we're approaching those levels, but that was right before the economic crash. So hey, there's one of my dog food cans. One of my pieces of metal, electric bar. Let's get this out here. But I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if to say yay, scrap metal prices are approaching those basically close to all-time highs as far as I know. I haven't really looked into it a lot, but I'm pretty sure it's all-time highs for some of that stuff. Right before that banking failure, mortgage, whatever they were doing. I hope someone out there learned something, and As always, thanks for watching.